Hello guys, so this one's gonna be the last video of polynomials. Polynomials tends to be a little bit hard sometimes, so bear with me on this one. Now we're gonna be dividing, and let me go ahead right here. We're gonna be using synthetic division in order to divide a polynomial with a binomial. So we're gonna be dividing by the binomial. Yes. So here we have the first problem right here. All right, we're gonna be dividing the big thing in the middle. Oh, I can't even speak right now. We're gonna be dividing the big thing inside with whatever we have outside. Okay, so it's gonna be actually pretty easy. Synthetic division is pretty awesome to work with, but you can only use it if you have something in the term of n minus a number. Okay. Now, if you have anything else, for example, let's say we have 2n minus 1, you wouldn't be able to use this right here, the synthetic division. You would have to go ahead and change that 2n minus 1 into a binomial. But lucky for us, in all the problems right here, they're not gonna have to be changed, so that should be pretty easy. So I already talked too much. Let's go ahead and start with synthetic division. Whenever you start with synthetic division, I want you guys to do a big L, just like so. Now that was crooked. Let's try it again. And there we go, just like this. Why is it crooked? Like, I hate it. All right, let me try it again. There we go. That should be pretty straight now. So okay. So that's my big L. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be putting something inside and something on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the binomial here. That one. And that one, I'm actually gonna use it in order to figure out what's gonna go inside. I'm gonna be looking at the number that they gave us right here. And that number is going to be placed on the outside, but the opposite of whatever it is. So we're going to go ahead and change the sign. So instead of having a negative 9 on the outside, we're going to have a, change that one, positive 9. Okay, now on the inside, we're going to be using the coefficients. So my numbers in front of my letters and that constant. And those are going to go in the inside, but on the top. So this is how it's going to look. So I'm going to have a negative 2. Positive 5 and 17. Now whenever you're doing synthetic division, big thing that you always have to remember, if you're missing any of the degrees, let's say you have a degree 3 and you're missing n squared by any chance, you got to put a 0 instead. So let's say this was the case, I would put it 0 where I'm missing any degrees. But in this case, I'm not missing anything, so it's just gonna look like that. Now the way the synthetic division is gonna work for us, the first number always goes all the way down. So that number is going to go all the way down. So it's going to be a negative 2. And now this is what's going to happen on the outside. On the outside, we're going to go ahead and multiply whatever's on the outside. So the 9 times the 2, the negative 2, is going to give me a negative 18. Now, every column that you have here, for example, this column, we're going to add them. So it's going to be 5 plus negative 18. So in this case, it's a negative 13. Now, I would highly recommend you guys get a calculator. All right, so for example, right here, 9 times negative 13 is going to be negative 117. That's a crazy number. And then we're going to go ahead and add those two together, which is plus 17, negative 134. And whenever you run out of numbers, then you're done doing your synthetic division. All that we're going to do here at this point is pretty easy. I'm just going to go ahead and start, start telling you how we're going to rewrite this. Now, whenever you do synthetic division, the first number on the right is always going to be your remainder. The one that follows is going to be your constant. So it's always remainder, then constant. And after that, you're going to start adding your variables. So in this case, we're gonna have n. If I had another number in front of that one, I would have n squared, and then if I had another one in front of that one, n cubed, and so on and so forth. But right now we're gonna stop right here. Now we just bring the numbers in the front. So 2n. Now constants, you don't need to write any letters, so it's just negative 13. And now if you have a remainder, this is how you're gonna rewrite it. So you're gonna put the whatever sign your number is, you're going to put it as a fraction, and whatever goes on the bottom is going to be your original binomial, this one right here. So it's gonna be n minus 9. And now we're done. This is my answer whenever I divide by that binomial. I'm gonna go ahead and showcase all the other ones. So just copy from here and you're basically done. Just copy the rest of the problems, show me the notes so you can get that extra credit. So see you guys next video.